Thank you for tuning in to the best parenting show on the internet, Post Daily Dose.
It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post.
Yo, Facebook family, good evening. Happy freaking fabulous Friday. Freaking fabulous Friday. And I think last freaking fabulous Friday, somebody didn't care for me saying freaking fabulous Friday. But I am one of those attachment challenge children grown up that you're probably raising in your home. So, happy freaking fabulous Friday, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Post Daily Dose with me, your trusted parenting advisor, faithful guidance servant on the healing journey. What's my name? Big Papa Brian+Post. Today we've been filming all day. Started early, been going at it all day. Just talking a lot about children and talking a lot about adoption and stress and trauma and healing. And I have a couple of good friends came to visit me and chop it up with me for the weekend. Barry and Tammy Martin from Seattle, and they brought their beautiful children, Jaden and Nathan, for me to see again. And so we've just been having a good time. But one of the things we were just talking about is, and we're still filming, even while we're filming right now, we're filming. Now you're being, look at there, now you're being filmed, Mimi. I'm filming you. That's Jonathan, the videographer extraordinaire. So hit me up if you need a video, dude. I'll send Jonathan your way. So I was just talking to Barry and Tammy, and one of the things they brought up was the challenges when the extended family members aren't on board with adoption and the challenges that come with it, and also when they don't have understanding. And here's the thing, and this is, I want to say these words to extended family members. I want to tell you that your family, whether it's your parents or whether it's a brother, sister, an aunt or uncle, maybe even a grandma and grandpa that are embarking on the adoption journey, they need you. They need you. Listen, adopted children are wired differently. They don't have the same as a normal child who is incubated for 9 months in a loving, supportive womb, who is then born and then provided the warm arms and breast milk of a mom who loves them and a father who's supportive, or a parent who's supportive, and then those individuals raise that child on up. That changes their brain. When your earliest imprints in life are formed around stress and trauma, it makes you stress sensitive. One of the biggest, I'm gonna call it a complaint, maybe one of the biggest complaints I get from older biological children of adoptive parents or extended family members is that their mom and dad are being too easy on the adopted child and letting them get away with too much. When they were young and when they were growing up, the parents were a lot harder on them, or if you just spank them, or if you just take all their stuff away, consequences, if you just yell at them more, we come up with all kinds of creative ways to try to control and punish. But that's the perception, and here's the problem with the perception. Number one, your family member who's on the adoption journey is already stressed. When you come at them with your contrary opinions and your contrary beliefs, and you're not raising these children, you're just creating more stress for them, which in turn is creating more stress for their child, or in some instances, their children. And stress is the problem. They're stressed out. Their children are stressed out. Their children were born stress sensitive. Their children were born fearful. Their children simply do not process relationships like children who come from more regulated, safe, secure homes are able to process. You go on and on about how they should behave towards that child and what they should do, is you're just creating more stress for them. So that's number one, and they don't need any more stress. Number two, the lack of understanding of adopted children is classic. Same way with foster children. Like I said, their brains are stress sensitive. They don't process traditional parenting methods like normal children do. And let me tell you something. The only reason traditional parenting methods appear to be effective with children is not because of the parenting method. Spanking's not effective. Okay? Consequences is not effective. Points and rewards not effective. Isolation not effective. But let me tell you why they work. They work because the child that you're using them on actually has a brain capable of handling and regulating stress. And because they have a brain and regulating stress, guess what? They don't do that behavior anymore. They stop doing what it was. They don't want to lose their treats, and they don't want to get another spanking, and they don't like getting yelled at because their brains are able to tolerate the stress of the event. You utilize those same practices on an adopted child or a foster child with an early trauma history, you're just going to stress them out even more. And when you stress them out even more, guess what you're going to get more of? You're going to get more severe behaviors. If you want to get more severe behaviors from an adopted or foster child, all you've got to do is increase the stress. Literally. All you've got to do. Start yelling louder. All you've got to do is threaten them more. All you got to do is shame them more and threaten to hit them or grab them by the arm or the shoulder or whatever. You want to get worse behaviors? Do that. It's a guarantee because you will completely amygdala hijack their brain. And as soon as you do that, you're going to all of their trauma before you ever came into the picture. So you don't realize, we oftentimes don't realize with adopted and foster children, and it's sad that we don't, but you can't do anything worse to these children than they've already experienced before you even come into the picture. The best thing you can do for these children is love their adoptive parents that are trying to raise them and that are going through all the hell trying to figure out what these children need in order to regulate, feel secure, and grow up to be loving, kind, calm, considerate individuals. And here's the thing. When you remove the stress and when in the times when the stress is reduced, ask those adopted parents how beautiful those children are. How helpful they can be. Ask them that. See, a lot of times you see them in the midst of the stress and then you start judging them, which stresses the parents out even more, stresses the child even more, and then stresses you out even more. I promise you, extended family members, close friends, time you experience an adoptive parent struggling, one that you care for, if you'll go up and give them a big hug and say, I love you, I believe in you, and I know you are the absolute best parent for this child. I'm going to go ahead and give you a little space. And if you need me to go buy groceries for you, or if you need me to go cook the dinner, or if you need me to go clean your car, or put gas in your car, or change your oil, if you need me to do anything like that to be supportive, just let me know. But otherwise, I'll up and back out so I don't create more stress for you. And I'm going to keep praying for you guys, and I'm going to keep believing in how great you are as a parent. Man, that will go so far. That will touch that adoptive parent so deeply and make them good and so confident and so kind, because they're not going to give up. They're not going to give up. And if you're watching this video and if you've got one of my posties, one of my adopted parents who shared this video with you, I guarantee you they're not giving up. So you really have two options, and I hope you'll choose this one option. Just support them and love them. Support them and love them, because they're not going to quit, because they're committed, they're passionate, and they love their children. So extended family members, please love your adopted parents. And that's it, guys. Remember, in any given situation, we always have two choices. We can continue to react from our same blueprints of stress, fear, and overwhelm, or we can stop, we can slow down, breathe, take 3 to 10 deep breaths, and choose love. I hope you'll choose love. God bless. Big Papa loves you. Fantastic weekend. And we're working on, for the weekend, we're working on doing a Post Daily Dose summary, like a thumbnail version. So we'll post that on Saturday, and maybe not this Saturday, but we're going to put that all together and start doing that every Saturday. So you like get a recap of all the highlights of every Post Daily Dose, and you have a little something you can chew on Saturdays. But if not, hey, season 1 was 300 more. It was probably like 385 episodes. There are 385 videos just from last year, 2019, that you can go dive into. You need to watch this every day. You don't have to watch the live one every day. Go back and watch a video every day. Just pick one. Every morning, pick one. Within 30, 60, 90 days, your brain's going to start changing. So that's it, guys. We'll see you Monday. Have a fantastic weekend.